Today, from U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, it's Week 3 of the NFL on EA Sports. The Minnesota Vikings taking on the New York Jets.
A very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. The scene a short time ago, this crowd decked out in purple, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with the New York Jets. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you look at this Vikings ball club. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row. Our first drive will begin at the 25. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. They're led out by a former number 2 overall pick in the draft from BYU, it's Zach Wilson.
And frankly, this is the type of game that a great quarterback relishes.
Past the 30 to the 32. Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. No, they would have gotten a conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th, no return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
And he's had good success here already this season throwing the football. 6 touchdown pass at bat. People are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. On 2nd down now. It's Cook. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Got him in. It's Brown.
No, they're taking charge of this game. They're always going to protect the quarterback.
Cook following the penalty. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
Again, they leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Back to throw now on 1st down. To Jefferson on the slant. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. And they're rolling.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage 1 play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up 1st and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far on this drive. This offense on the march.
Touchdown, Vikings! Antonio Brown, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Vikings have taken a 1st quarter lead. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your 1st drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just...
Football there, and it's 2nd down. To throw on 2nd and 10. Wilson getting this out to the flat just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Here's Wilson. Open man, Gronkowski complete. And he is going to have a Jets first.
Even to nothing after the touchdown a minute ago, so a 3 and out here would not be ideal for them. Nice job finding his receiver there, and they get the 1st down.
Wilson's throw going to be caught by Davis. And he'll be taken down, but not before. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders fly into the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And this one will not get there.
We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Here's a handoff to Mostert running left. A strong running. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. Cleared the line of scrimmage. Nice little hole developed.
Yeah, great blocking right there at the start. But how about his vision, finding the open spaces and letting his feet.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And this belongs to the Vikings. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because he'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Here's a 2nd and 7. That is caught by Thielen. And taking it to the 15. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Forced out to his left. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down. Yeah, you could almost hear the collective gasp on the sideline as he could not come up with that football. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that.
The 25. Now, penalty marker is down. Let's see what that's about. Complete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Wilson. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's Cameron Dantzler who breaks it. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. 3rd down, passing down. They throw the extra defensive back in there for a nickel package, and it worked out.
And it's not anything that you would think is just great strategy. It's just that when you have 5 defensive backs on the field and an obvious passing down, it's a lot tougher to complete a pass. And on that play, they completed it just to the wrong team, and it cost them 6 points.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. New York ready to go again offensively. They find themselves in a good size again at a 3rd down. On 3rd down, Wilson. He'll get this one complete to Davis. They do get 9, but at least. I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. He'll look to throw. And that's knocked away and incomplete. Now it's Wilson. He's going to drop this underneath to Mostert. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17. They start the drive with Cook. And taking it across midfield and inside the... He'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open. They'll set up a throw. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. Touchdown! Dalvin Cook from 4 yards out. And the Vikings are able to add on to their first half lead. Well, I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, but his top 2 options were not available on that throw, so he went the safe route. Worked out pretty well.
It was like you were in the pocket. How about you going through the progressions like that with a lot of offense?
Now Wilson. He completes this to Russell Gage. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee. 12 yards to go on 3rd down. Back to throw here. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. You're going that fast. Any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
Pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
2nd and 4. Throw left side complete. That's Brown.
A little football 101 there.
2nd and 3. Open man here is Conklin. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 10th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he will have the first down before he's... They're going to look to throw. I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice...
So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. And they fake it. They pitch to the tight end. And they're able to pick up the
loss.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Antonio Brown. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. From the 29, Wilson goes right side. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. They had a penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And down is out. From the 4, it's 2nd and a couple. Throwing is Wilson. And this is caught. Touchdown. Wait, hold a second here. A flag down. Let's see if this will stand.
Defense.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Tackle made by Foley Fadukasi, the former UConn Husky. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Time to give you folks at home a look around the NFL on this first official weekend of fall. So let's get to it. We'll begin our tour, the trip up to Toronto, Canada. And it's the Cowboys on top as they play the 2nd quarter. 2 touchdown passes there for Dak Prescott. From there, let's head off and check out a 2nd game. And they trail in that one to the visiting Las Vegas Raiders. Derek Carr, 4 touchdown passes. Lastly, we're off to the Rocky Mountains, Denver, Colorado, see what's happening with the Broncos. And they trail the visiting Chiefs in that one. Patrick Mahomes killing it. 3 touchdown passes. Meanwhile, our game has been a boat race. Very one-sided to this point. And for the call of the second half, let's get it back to our commentating team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach. Second half begins with a run from Penny. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Back to throw. He'll get this out wide to Penny. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. Working with a 2nd and 3. He'll drop to throw. And he's got his man on the out route.
And quickly, but to make a play as well. Nice job there tackling him for a loss.
They'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll get him down. About comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. And his kick is indeed good. And that'll push the lead from 24 up to 27. Here's the Jets offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on. Now Wilson on 1st down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this belongs to the Vikings. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of...
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards.
Now it's 3rd and 5. Again, Wilson. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
He was the finisher. A really nice run.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll set up to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And some room to roam now. And they get him down, but not.
You don't succeed. Try again. And finally able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield and they accounted for him.
Drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Steps away to his left, and he will slide to a stop. He does have the
eyes in the wrong place, but you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Dancing to his left, and he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down.
Downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings offense continues to pour it on. Well, we saw so much of this last year at the college level, but there you go. His first rushing touchdown as an NFL quarterback. Second down. Here's a give to Carter. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
And that's a nice...
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now Wilson. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Minnesota will keep possession. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
Mond completes it to the fullback, Ham. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon.
3rd down. From the gun, here's Mond. Smith catches left side. And to the 46 he goes and no further. So he is well short of the first 32. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson got his man there, complete to Gallup. That's good for only a couple. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot.
Here's 2nd and a yard. From the shotgun, Wilson. It's caught, Smith. And this is going to turn into another first.
All over, they can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
And he's down inside the 5 at the 4-goal line. 3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. Carter is into the end zone for a Jets touchdown.
2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before now was dominating and kicking around a team who had been ruling their division.
And that's when you earn your paycheck, right?
Yes,
As the analyst, you got to fill that time.
You've got to know what's going on out there and how it all happened.
Well, obviously, that begs the question, what game won? And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack. Well, they sent him on the blitz from that linebacker spot. He got there quickly.
He certainly did, and obviously he could have used a block from his running back, but I think you nailed it right there. The defender got into the backfield so fast, it was hard for anyone to react.
And they get there for the sack. Daniil Hunter able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And you could say that is just another cherry on top for this defense and that entire team. But really, this defense has sparked what's been an impressive effort here in this one.
And notice you used the word sparked because you're not seeing that on the other side of the ball, are you? The offense right now, the spark has left their game, and it's been because of what you described, that defensive pressure. As a ball carrier, and guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Now Mond leaves it for Penny. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because...
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. Play of preparation each week. the practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball, things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Minnesota, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Detroit Lions.